It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Cortez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I welcome the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see on the tuber screen. I like to get on here and give my unique perspective because after 47 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I'd like to hear you about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Morocco. Got some plays over Morocco this past week. Gracias, gratitude, Doraba, and Morocco. I've always wanted to go to the city of Tangier. I seen it in a TV show a while back. It just looks so beautiful. It looks so cool to be there that one of these days, I'm about to get in a plane, fly over there, have some nice Moroccan food, meet some fly Moroccan honeys, and just live the life, baby. It looks so cool. So thanks for listening. Gracias, gratitude. And just FYI, back in the day was Schoolboy Radio DJ, but never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have the focus. If I would have had the focus, maybe that would enable me to become a radio DJ. But I didn't. It allowed me to become the greatest podcaster in the Matrix. Something to debate, might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet, so it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix. Clothes, shoes, socks, glasses, hair. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're online, just be aware, just watch out. Anyways, I could ramble you all day, but it won't. Let's get right into the podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes I rap. And a while back, I rapped again. I dropped the song called Phenomenal Consciousness, right? It's about consciousness that are phenomenal. You have one, I got one, we all got them. So yeah, I dropped that track, rapping in the style, the only way the Captain can rap, over spacey sci-fi beats. So if you want to hear a song like you've never heard before in your life, check out the track Phenomenal Consciousness. I'll put the link below. Check it out. Now, let's get on with the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. And yes, where I'm at in the United States of America, it's a little rainy, it's a little wet. But the grass needs it, bro. You should see my grass, bro. My grass does not look the greatest. I'll be completely honest with you. It needed some water, man. So the grass is getting some nice water, right? We had to sacrifice the sun for a few moments so that grass can look nice, right? But life is still good. If you woke up this morning, bro, life is good. If you're hearing me, first of all, you woke up. And if you woke up, you got one more shot at being on planet Earth. Because a lot of us did not make it. Right? A lot of us didn't make it. They're not here no more. They gone. They left the earth, bro. But we're still here. So let's make the most of it. We are blessed. If you ate this morning, you are blessed. If you woke up this morning, you are blessed. Let's enjoy the day. Let's be joyous and happy, bro. You can choose to be happy. You can choose not to be, right? Let's choose happiness. Let's choose joy. Let's live the fabulous, greatest life we can. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Gracias, gratitude. Appreciate it. And just real quick, this is the second time I'm recording this podcast. I just recorded the podcast a minute ago. Almost the whole thing. It was almost done. And I looked down and I realized, like, you know what? It's not recorded in my voice. I was like, can you believe I did all that work and it didn't record my voice? I was so frustrated. But let's take it back to what I just said. So it didn't record my voice. Who cares? I got up. I got in the damn planet Earth. Life is good, right? Who cares if it didn't work? Doesn't matter. We just do it again, baby. Let's do the work. Yeah, life is good. We are blessed. So yes, thanks for joining me. And now it is time to podcast once again. And this week, I'm going to talk about something I've noticed the last probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I've been noticing it. You know, it just seems that lately there's way more people good at talking, like good at communicating, right? When I was a younger man, it didn't seem like people communicated as well and as effectively as they do now. When I was younger, I was around a lot of people back in the day, going all over the place, going to schools, going to people's houses, going to family gatherings, going to the malls, going to other cities, going all over the place, seeing all these people. And I just don't recall people communicating as effectively and good as they do now. Like now, if you go on YouTube and just watch people talk about stuff, people are just so good at talking about stuff. They're fantastic. I'll watch a video of someone talking at the end of the video, like, oh, I so believe you. Sign me up. Yeah, sign me up. What you got? I'll sign up for that. Because people are just really effective at talking now, right? We listen to podcasts. They're just there's something about the way they communicate that just draws you in. I listen to probably 8 podcasts regularly. And all the podcasts I listen to, they're very effective at talking, right? I watch YouTube daily. And most of the stuff I watch on YouTube is just people talking, and they talk about various subjects and topics, all types of different things, right? But the one thing they all have in common is they're just really good at communicating. I even watch ASMR videos of people doing ASMR, and even the ASMR people are fantastic at communicating. Like, you go to YouTube, and just like most of YouTube stuff I watch, it's just people talking, and they're all really good at it, no matter what they're talking about. Doesn't matter. So seeing that everybody's good at talking and they're understanding that, it just makes it way more complicated to figure out what path should we take, right? What path should we take? Because in a world where everybody's good at communicating about the various ideas, ideologies, and beliefs and topics, how do you discern and figure out which path should I take? Am I the only person noticing this, right? All the ideas sound good, right? They all sound great, but they all can't be right. Which path should I take? I just watched a video earlier today where he was talking about the very subject, right? There's so many people talk about so much stuff, tell you so many ideas. Listen to me, join my club, listen to this, and they're all good at talking. How do you know which path to take? I have no idea. And another thing too, I was wondering, how all of a sudden did all of these people get so good at talking? It doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm going to go down an interesting rabbit hole here. And I'm not saying I believe this or don't believe this. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just putting it out there because I just saw this yesterday. But in the video I was watching, they were talking about that sometimes people that communicate in certain ways are not doing it themselves. They're actually using some kind of other outside influence through them. I don't know. It sounds like science fiction-y craziness. It sounds weird, right? It sounds strange and crazy, right? But all of a sudden, all these people are just good at talking. Just go to YouTube and just watch almost any video of people talking about stuff. They're all great at it. How of a sudden are all these people just good at doing this? Sometimes I wonder, how am I good at doing this? I mean, if I'm good, am I good? Do you think I'm good? You listen, you might think I'm all right. But if you listen to me talk before and you see the early podcasts, you'll see a significant difference. I've just practiced a lot, and I feel practicing has improved the skills slightly. I don't know, but that's my story. There's just tons of people good at talking, and how did that happen? I have no idea. I bet you the people talking to it wonder it as well. It's how am I so good at talking? I remember a long time ago I was talking to someone that said the gift of gab. You heard that terminology before? Gift of gab. I'll be honest, I've never researched it. I don't even know what it even means. I'm not sure. But they always say that person has the gift of gab. She has the gift of gab. He has the gift of gab. I'm assuming that it was something that you're good. I'm assuming that means good at talking. And somehow you were given that maybe through a higher power, maybe at birth. Maybe it's something at birth you get. We know what I'm going to do this week? I'm going to research gift of gab because I'll be honest, I don't know what it means. But I just know that they say that when people are good at talking, they have the gift of gab. I don't know where that comes from. But maybe it's you're born with it. You ever heard that commercial? Maybe she's born with it. Well, maybe you're born with the gift of gab. I don't know. All I know is there's a lot of people out there good at talking. So as you navigate the web, the internet, videos, podcasts, wherever you're at, hearing people talk, well, be careful to not get sucked in to some ideologies and beliefs that just ain't right, right? Some of these ideologies and beliefs that we know aren't right, we kind of get lost in them because the people presenting the information are just really good at talking. On the path, sometimes I went down paths because people were good at communicating, and then finally woke up and realized, like, maybe I should not be listening to this person. It's happened a couple times because these people are just really good at talking, and I got sucked into it. I like to think I'm more aware of a human being, right, and can discern between this. But on the path, man, there's a lot of good talkers, bro, and a lot of people trying to say, join my team, listen to this, join us, listen to this, follow this, right? And they're really good at communicating, and they were good at convincing you, like, believe this, follow this, take these actions, right? So in a world where there's so many people good at talking, and there's so many people with the gift of gab, I feel we should be improving our ways to discern what's the real, what's not the real, what's the truth, what's not the truth, what's the righteous, what's not the righteous, what's the best path to take, what's not the best path to take, because it's a lot more complicated in 2023 when there's so many beliefs, ideologies presented to us from all forms of media and communication. And a lot of these presenters are extremely good at talking and figuring out exactly which to choose, which path to choose. How should I live my life? What should I think? What I should believe? It's very complex, right? I'm a more aware person. I read a lot. I do all these things. And even that being said, sometimes it's tough. So in this podcast, the goal is to expand our mind. Right, that's what we're doing all the time. So hopefully in this mind expansion, we can also develop the tools and ways to discern what is the right path for me, what is not the right path for me. Whatever that is, right? Your path might be different than my path. But the key is to be able to sift through all these good talking people and figure out, like, what is the right way to live? What is the right way to be, right? But that's also part of this podcast, is trying to figure out what's the right life path for us, right? And I think one of the best ways to get there is just to think. Think about everything you read. Think about all the conversations you've had. Think about all the videos you watch. Think about everything that's been said to you, past, present, now, future. Think about all that. Just think, study it, right? Cut through all the BS, analyze the study. Like, is this good for me? I know I talk about this all the time, but in this world that seems to get even crazy and crazy as time passes, with the amount of information flowing out there, being able to discern through it is very important. And like I said, all these good talkers make everything sound great, but everything is not great, right? So let's just do our best to figure this out, right? That's the goal. And part of the way we're going to do that is to think and use the vehicle of movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and anything else you see in the tube to get there. So thanks for joining me. Let's go on this journey of life, and let's enjoy the life. Life is beautiful, but let's also discern what's the best path to take. So this concludes the podcast. Thanks for listening. God says gratitude. And until next time, we'll see you. You better think, Aretha Franklin. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.